Welcome to the Living Room Leaders. Thank you so much for making a decision to join us for the 2010 MVMT Brunch. Really appreciate you contributing your homes as well as your time to help us build more value in the new year. My name is Grow, aka Rolando Brown, and I wanted to give you a little bit of history as well as give you some more concrete information as to what it is we are going to be doing. And so, first and foremost, the MVMT Brunch was started by a few of us last year. We established it as a tradition, breaking bread and sharing space with each other in the beginning or the end of the year so that we can move into our years more powerfully. It's an opportunity for us to say thank you, distribute some of our knowledge, as well as give away some resources. And so this year, you'll be continuing that tradition for us, along with hundreds of other people all across the country who believe in MVMT and who've made this decision to contribute their homes and space to us. I wanted to tell you that there is a video from last year's brunch right below, as well as some photos so you can kind of see what it looks like, and hopefully it'll give you an idea of what yours might look like on Saturday. A quick agenda for this video is I'm going to take you through an overview of the agenda itself. I'm going to talk a little bit about your living room setup and some important things that you can do to help things move smoothly. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the technology, the techno-organizing segment, as well as the mighty 30-day do it. And so first and foremost, let's talk about roles and the agenda as a whole. First and foremost, as a living room leader, we ask you to take on the role as preparer. We call it preparer, and basically what that means is to prepare your space beforehand. This may be to do something simple like clean up. This might be to do something elaborate like make sure there's signs so that people know where the restrooms are. However you make a decision to prepare your space, we just ask that you do it beforehand, and that during the event you keep everything organized and take into consideration that there are going to be people who are going to be looking to you for a little bit of leadership as to what it is they should be doing with the 2 hours of time. In addition to that, we ask you to keep in contact with people afterwards so that we can build a little bit more momentum and that people are actually having an opportunity to apply some of these resources and ways of doing with them into the new year. We'll obviously be there to help you, but we're asking you to facilitate that process. The live stream should be played on just one computer, and so we think this is really important. This way you have an opportunity to keep everyone focused, and so that's going to definitely be one of the roles we ask you to take on. Considering that we're going to be in different time zones, for example, some of us are going to be in New York, some of us are going to be in California, some of us are going to be in the mighty Alaska, and that means that you want to keep in mind to start on time and to make sure you get everybody checked in on time so that we can all get things rolling. The live stream starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 11 a.m. Alaska time. A couple of more things is we want to tell you that there's 2 20-minute presentations with a few short pre-recorded segments as well as some breaks for food in between the 2 hours. You have a calendar that you'll be able to access via a link right above this video that'll give you a full breakdown of the event. And we're going to also ask you to identify someone who can be a co-host of sorts, one of your friends, if someone can collect information from the group and post that information to the chat room during the event. A quick example of this would be we're going to ask everyone to communicate to us their goals for 2010 so that we can help them accomplish them throughout this year. And so having someone to collect those goals from the group will help you be able to focus on being an overall living room leader, a host. Let's talk about the living room. Listen, we have beautiful homes and beautiful living rooms. Many of us, most of you I know personally, and so I've been to your home. And with that said, I'd like to just remind you that the theme is brunch. And so be sure to grab some pancake mix, some waffles from the local co-op, or make some huevos rancheros, whatever. Just make it happen. Food is a super important part of this. So I want to ask you to encourage others to bring some food. Our experience has been that if you ask people, especially ask your friends, they will bring you some food. And this way, everyone can kind of do potluck style. We've been doing this for a while, and again, if you ask, it tends to work more times than not. Breaking bread physically and financially is a super big part of our culture, and so if you need any help beyond ideas, let us know, and we'll be there to support you. P.S. I'd like to ask you to ensure that there's liquids, water, things like that readily available. It is going to be a 2-hour presentation of sorts, and so you want to make sure that people have liquid, as it's just really good for the body and for the mind to be well hydrated. And then you also want to make sure people know where the restrooms are and things along those lines, so that in the event that they need to excuse themselves, they can find their way around in your living room or home without having to pull you away from the presentation. Let's talk a little bit about technology. We went through great lengths to make sure that this would be a really simple process for you. We're using a technology called Livestream, wonderful company, big shout out to them for wonderful technology. Thank goodness you do not need a webcam to be able to participate in this program. You don't need a password. Literally all you need is one solid computer with a solid internet connection. We're going to be streaming everything from MVMT.com, and so all you have to do is type in www.mvmt.com and familiarize yourself with the player a little bit so that you can feel more comfortable when you are going to be streaming it on Saturday. I created a little video for you and gives you a little tutorial on the player as a whole, and so that should help you get used to it. Be sure that you set aside this one laptop in some place that's stable and that can be heard by the entire group so that other people can actually hear it. You may want to attach some speakers to it. Again, if you need some support in this area, let us know. But speakers will definitely amplify the sound, and we think that's going to be really important. You're definitely going to want to test the speed of your internet beforehand. There's a resource called speedtest.net, and this will tell you how fast your connection is. You'll know right away whether you have a fast or slow connection just because you may have a hard time getting on the website, period. But you want to make sure you have a solid internet connection for the day. And so make sure you do a speed test beforehand. If you'd like to communicate the speed test results to me, I'll let you know whether or not they're good. Feel free to send any additional tech questions you have to brunch@mvmt.com, and I'll be sure to respond to them before Saturday. Keep in mind that we're going to be hosting some tests early in the day, and so if you need some support during the day to make sure your technology is right, I'll be available. If you'd like to stream your brunch in the same way we're going to be streaming ours so that the hundreds of other living room leaders can actually see you, then please email me at brunch@mvmt, and I'll give you instructions on how to actually stream it from your home as well. You would need a webcam for that portion, but some of you already have one attached to your mighty MacBook Pros or MacBooks. And so again, in the event that you'd like to stream your brunch, let me know and I'll give you the technology and another video to help you do so. Let's talk a little bit about the 30-day do it and the Good Excuse goals. The 30-day do it is a big part of why we're helping to organize everyone. We believe that it's much more effective for you to organize your New Year's resolutions in the forms of 30-day do it. So we call this a New Year's revolution. And so you should have already received your 30-day do it group starter kit and a free book. The free book is a gift for us for, as a way of us saying thank you for opening your home. But beyond that, if you have not received your starter kit so far, you can print it at a link that's available below. And again, let us know if you need any additional help in getting that to you. We can fax your copies. We can get it to you before Saturday. And so be sure to either print it, have us fax it to you, or if you're local, like in Brooklyn, we'll drop it off. Afterwards, your groups will likely want to continue as an official 30-day do it group. Once you see the downloadable kit, you'll really understand that this is a really simple and easy process. And so I want you to feel good, I want you to feel super comfortable, just like I do most times, and know that the package literally has everything you need. And so people will want to continue after your event to have a group to support them in the accomplishing of these goals. And we're going to ask you to take leadership for at least the very first month. We feel that given the fact that you have this training and that we know you a little bit more, you're in the best position in the group to actually facilitate that. And so if you can just act as the group leader for at least 1 month, during the event we will select the next month's leader, and the following month it will be passed on to them. The system is set up so that everyone has an opportunity to lead from month to month, and so we'll explain more of that during the presentation. The end. See, this video is not too long. Basically, again, we just want to thank you for your time, for contributing your home, for opening your space to us. We hope that this event makes 2010 the best event you've ever had. I know we're looking forward to it being the best year we've ever had. And if you need anything during the event or before the event, again, feel free to email me at brunch@mvmt. Super easy to reach. You can also call me at 347-229-1362. You can text me, or you can visit the website, and we have this entire training section for living room that is already up. So you can find this as well as email templates and things along those lines that you might need to get people motivated for Saturday. Hope this helps. Talk to you soon.